don't know if you've heard this, but there's a couple of new consoles coming out this year.
What?
Allegedly. And one thing that need to come out with consoles are games. We call them launch games, and quite often they're trash.
I was about to say we call them crap.
So, here at Hack the Dino, we've decided to compile the 10 worst launch games to ever come out when a console launched. Right.
Great sentence.
Thanks. I speak the words from my computer. So, Dan, you're not up first, I am. So coming in at number 10, we have on the 3DS, the launch game Combat of Giants Dinosaurs 3D. And I know what you're thinking. This sounds freaking cool as shit. It does sound cool as shit. Unfortunately, it was only part of that sentence.
The latter.
Your dinosaur can either bite or slowly charge at one another. The enemy dinosaur will glow red before attacking, just to make sure that you can dodge it and never lose a fight. And you can repeat any or all of these moves until you win. The stakes are extremely low.
Because it doesn't matter if you win anyway, a meteorite's going to come in and wipe you out.
That's right.
So I have seen this, and I've almost bought this a number of times.
Of course you have.
I own it.
Of course I have. But I didn't know anything about it until I read this. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
It's an awful game, but it was a launch game. Floppy, what's a launch game you've got for us?
Okay, so in the number 9 spot on the Xbox One, utilizing the amazing Kinect,
Oh yeah.
is Fighter Within. I don't know if anyone tried this.
No.
So it was a fighting game that used Kinect because Kinect works so well and is so responsive. Sarcasm. So it's not quick enough to detect what you're doing with any kind of accuracy that is required for the speed and like the reflexes and agility of this game that it wants to try and mimic. Whatever's happening on the screen lags, and it makes this game unresponsive and essentially unplayable.
Yeah, so what we're looking at now is not how the game plays out usually.
It's
This
not
is
at
the
all.
sizzle rule. Was there any footage on there, Braden, of people actually playing it?
There's like,
So we can see in the bottom left-hand corner someone playing
yeah.
and the reaction time.
So the bad thing is some of the moves for the different moves are so similar that it doesn't know which one you're trying to do as well. And then you might try to block, and all you do is just stand there and raise an arm. It's ridiculous.
All right, Dan. Number
that-
8 on the top 10 worst launch games ever.
Number 8
8
is Night Trap on the Sega CD.
I love this game.
that was Night Trap on the Sega CD.
Yeah, you heard it. So the first game with like full motion video, they were like, this is going to be the best, like full motion video, people are going to love this. They didn't. So basically this is just, this is really like a precursor to Five Nights at Freddy's. Basically the same premise game with real motion video. This game had terrible acting. It had teens that wore sunglasses at night. It had everything that was terrible. It had the longest load times because like full motion video if you want to wait 10 minutes in between cards. And also it was the game that spiked started the controversial rating system.
Yeah, along with Mortal Kombat.
Because this one there was actually an underage girl in this that showed nudity, I think.
Show nudity, or was she in
It
lingerie?
was scantily clad.
She was in lingerie. The other one
But
was
she was
another
she
game.
was very underage and very sexualized in the thing, and she was under. So yeah, that's our number 8.
Coming in at number 7 is from the Nintendo Entertainment System right back in 1983, where we've got Donkey Kong Jr. Math. That's right.
Stop it.
Basically a calculator simulator. They repurposed the graphics of DK Jr., where you added up numbers to make a sum.
I remember this game.
I've never heard of this. Are you
I
kidding me? This is all we
avoided
did?
it like the
This is a
plague.
lot. You know what's really bad? This
What?
game is worth money now. This game
Why?
in the box is really sought after. It's Nintendo. It's a black box game because it was a launch title, and it was also very rare because no one bought it. So the really bad games that no one purchases, they're the ones you get because they're the ones that are going to be worth some stuff later on.
Yeah,
This
they're
is
the.
terrible, man. So you really just did sums.
Yep, it was a calculator simulator.
Was there a reward?
You know what though?
The reward was maths.
No, that's not a reward.
Do you know what this is better than Gyromite, which
Yeah?
all you do is nothing.
Yeah, right. Cool. Good story. Anyway, floppy number 6. Top 10 worst launch games coming at you.
Number 6, mate. I've got Universal Studios Theme Park Adventures for the GameCube.
The GameCube. That had great launch games.
Yeah,
Actually, you had
didn't it
Luigi's
just?
Mansion. That was pretty good.
So what do you get to do in this game? I'll tell you what you get to do in this game. You get to walk around Universal Studios.
Sweet.
You get to go, as you can see here, on the Jurassic Park ride and shoot some
And just
dinosaurs.
sit in the back of the car.
Look how happy he is.
That is
Thank you.
terrifying.
All of a sudden, for some reason, he's like a me character. But you get to shoot dinosaurs. You get to go on the Jaws
Yep.
ride.
Yep.
Have we got footage of the Jaws ride? I'd love to see that.
Let's get around. Let's
Yeah.
have a look.
Because when you're on the Jaws ride, you get to see something a little different. You don't shoot dinosaurs.
Is that Stan
Oh,
Lee
what do you
driving?
You
Nah,
shoot.
this is just the Jurassic Park one.
You shoot
This is what
sharks.
The game looks like.
You shoot sharks on the Jaws ride. The map on this thing, horrendous.
Just the map?
Because the map is because the camera views are fixed, so you're not really sure which way you're facing when looking at the map, and you kind of have to move a little bit, and then look at the map again to make sure you're moving in the right direction. But it's dodgy enough that you're not quite sure where the cursor moved.
I also think in this one as well, part of the main game is you walk around Universal Studios picking up rubbish and putting it in the bin. That is part of your...
It's freaking terrible.
Do you think that's actually code for something? That this game is a bit of garbage? That should
That this game is a piece of trash.
It's not even. It's coming from a console that's got like Wind Waker on it and stuff.
I know. One
Yeah.
of the best games ever
And
made.
this was a launch title.
What is it? Is that's not even CG, is it? They're just photos from the place.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's digitized and grossicized.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Good
Horrible.
game.
Don't.
Fantastic
nah.
game.
Move
Don't
on.
play it.
Good for
Move
everyone.
on.
Dan.
I'm up next.
Oh,
Number
gosh.
5. We've got Mortal Kombat Gold.
Good.
What was just released on?
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast, that's it. 3D, broken into the 3D world. It got released twice to fix bugs.
Yep. So the original one that was launched
And load
was
time.
so buggy and so slow that they had to release it
So
again.
This isn't that, there's no patch days, no DLC. This is like, we buggered it. Let's re-bring it out. So what about the people that bought it the first time? Too bad, dickheads.
That was their exact quote. It was on the box.
Yeah. That's why Sega is still around.
Too bad, dickhead.
And it's basically just a bad port of Mortal Kombat 4, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Where they went to the Tekken. This is the first game that went 3D with the Tekken type fighting style, which, like, I played a lot of Street Fighter. I never played Tekken that much.
Is Mortal Kombat Deception the one where you have weapons and it's 3D?
Yep.
That one was kind of cool.
Yep.
I gotta admit, did actually own this on the Dreamcast when it came out, and I thought it was really cool. It still played like a Mortal Kombat, which it's only like, you know what I mean? Like, it was still fast, it was still sideways scrolling, but it was just basically a budget looking one that had glitches and stuff.
I was just going to say, this is not 3D. This is literally just Mortal Kombat, but the background turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the characters are not the photo kind of thing. That's what I mean. Like, it still played like a Mortal Kombat. It was just like, you may as well, the other one was better. Like, there's no blood on the ground. Oh, yes, there's not. Anyhow, but yeah.
Oh, so you like lots of blood? Seeing lots of red crimson everywhere.
I love it.
All that red gushing out and just covering the screen in that deep. Anyway, this is a Virtual Boy game.
Nice Benway.
Tele Robo Boxer was one of the launch titles for the Virtual Boy. For those of you who don't know what a Virtual Boy is, imagine seeing everything in black and red and then getting a splitting headache
In
because
3D.
your eyes are melting in your face.
Oh my god, this would have given people seizures.
Yeah, it did.
I'm
Funnily
about to
enough,
get one now.
So this is the close up of the enemy boxer was a strain on the eyes, much like every game on the Virtual Boy. It's a reflex based gameplay, which means that blinking is a risk, which is kind of really hard to do when you're wearing goggles like this up against your face. If you blink, you could miss your reflex and punch him. It's possibly a good game. It's just the console's a piece of tosh.
It's okay.
Tosh.
A piece of tosh. Have you played one?
Yeah. I was really surprised of how clear the 3D was, though, when you do play. But you can't play for very long.
No,
Why did they choose red?
8 minutes, I think, is the limit, isn't it?
something like that. I can't even. I've got one at home. I can play it for maybe a minute and a half before you feel your eyes really straining and your head just feels like it's going to implode.
I heard one person made it to 8 minutes and they died.
Well, my uncle who works at Nintendo said that never happened.
I heard that
Sure.
someone played for 8 minutes and they went into the future. I'm trying to think of a Virtual Boy joke and I just can't think of one.
It's virtually impossible.
The Virtual Boy. What would you call it? that?
Fluffy, what's the third?
The third one that I've got.
Number
Now,
3.
have you ever seen anything cringier than Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch singing some songs and doing some videos?
Who's Marky Mark?
Oh, I'll make Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
He was
Wahlberg.
in that really awful Transformers film. You know, that one awful Transformers film.
Yeah. But he was also in a bunch of Calvin Klein ads and he had some kind of a musical career where he was a rapper. 'Cause
He was a boy band, mate.
he was a cool guy, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He released a game on the Sega CD. Released a game on the Sega CD called Marky Mark Make My Video.
Now, I gotta say, you guys have said that this is gameplay here. Is this actually gameplay?
Yeah, this is what
Yeah.
you did.
Oh, God.
So what you did was this. You sat down, you listened to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch songs, much like Good Vibrations, like we can see there. I know the film clip. It's a great one. There are 3 songs per game. And then you just pressed a button to change the footage that's being played with the song.
You're basically like live editing kind of thing.
That's it.
And then you watch it at the end.
There
That's
is
the
nothing else you do.
What do you mean? That's the payoff. Seeing Marky Mark edited in your style.
But you've only got 3 songs to choose from. So
And
there's not a lot of editing.
You can
That's
mirror,
nice- that's
you
nice
can
and
mirror,
fun.
flip, slow, freeze.
Mixer is a transition.
Oh, and a mixer, sorry.
The cover to this game is amazing, which I used on our thumbnail for this video. It's such a good cover.
I went back and watched some more footage of this and then just watched some Marky Mark footage just for shits and giggles.
He's not a good looking man.
No, you know what? He was a fit man. He's so creepy, and I don't want to use the R word, but I totally would.
I don't know what the R word is.
Hey, Dan, so number 2.
Number 2, Real Steel on the Wii.
Red
Real
Steel.
Hugh Jackman's game. I'm probably that'll be better than this game. Red Steel, is it a samurai game? I thought it was.
No, it's
That
a
would be-
motion controlled, 1-for-1 motion control game for the
Red
Wii.
Steel 2.
You did have a sword in this, didn't you?
No, that's the second one.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm going for this. Slow and clunky, glitchy motion controls. What are you doing? Rubbish. Look at the gun and movement in this clip. Everything about it. You can tell why this game is bad by looking at this clip. Like, look at it. I mean, what have we been watching now? Fast
You're
forward,
doing
Braden.
sniping. So I've got a story about this game.
Oh, have you? I was just about to ask you that because you've cued me to do. There is swords in this game.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
I was right.
I was in a Dick Smith Electronics that one of my friends used to run, and he had.
Was it 1984?
No, it was in the height of Wii. So I was there visiting him one day, and he had a couple of copies of one copy of Red Steel for full price up on display. And I laughed at him and went, ha 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 ha. And he goes, what? And I said, Red Steel for like $80. You're not going to sell that for $5. And he goes, oh, really? And I went, yep. And he goes, you want it for $5? And I went, all right.
So he made money and won the argument.
Made money. He had to discount it by $75. It was a $5 game. Of course I was going to buy it.
That's
So
hilarious.
the moral of the story is try and steal things legally. That's not the moral at all, but do that anyway.
Don't do that.
Anarchy.
Anarchy.
Anyway,
And-
number 1 game. Number one game. Are we ready? Here we go. The worst game that has ever launched on a system comes from the PlayStation 1.
Animal Crossing.
Are you ready? It's a favorite of ours. It is Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Yes!
That's right. In order to cash in on the Mortal Kombat craze, they digitized the actors from the Street Fighter movie and made a Street Fighter game. As you can see, it's a hot piece of crap. Much like the film,
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
you play your Street Fighter friends and they all beat each other up. Akuma's in it for a cameo. And just like the movie, if you press a certain button combination, Jean-Claude Van Damme pulls out a line and snorts it.
Oh,
Does he really?
No,
Oh.
no.
Does he get drunk and do some like sexy ass dancing?
No.
Does
But he does bang Kylie Minogue.
Does he wear a leotard in a dance competition and get an erection on live TV? Like
What?
he did?
Is that
Yeah.
what they replaced rather than beating up the car?
I think we need to see the footage of the dance
This
competition.
game was like, you have to mention, though, this game just didn't really flow or work either. Like the
I didn't
moves
play
just-
it.
What?
I never played this.
Oh, you want a copy of it? I've got one at home.
Sure.
It's awful.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
It is an
$5.
awful game.
Oh, look at that sexy
No.
shot.
That's the thing now. This game is worth big money because
Why is the trash always worth money? Why?
because
low
no
print
one
runs.
buys it.
Low print
That
runs.
shouldn't make it worth more.
Especially when you got something like Street Fighter attached to it. It's highly collectible
It was
because
such
people
a-
like me have problems.
Rubbish film too, and I love a good movie tie-in.
Oh, we did a audio commentary of it, which you can still catch over on our podcast feed from about 2
Back in-
years ago.
Back in now,
Sag-
yeah.
Sagat, or whatever his name is.
Sagat.
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 Anyway, do you know what is really good and better than everything?
Me.
No, Kojima.
I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
It's that time again for us to check in with our Lord and Savior, Hideo Kojima, and what he's been up to. Well, it's now a lot easier to know what Kojima's been up to because he does these weekly Twitter musings called Hideo's Musing, and it's just the gift that keeps on giving. So he was asked about jobs he had when he was younger, before he was a game developer. And when talking about jobs he had before game design became his number one vocation, Kojima revealed that he used to film wedding ceremonies. So that'd be pretty cool. Imagine have your wedding filmed by Hideo Kojima.
Hiding under a table with a camera.
In a cardboard box.
Yeah.
He was a live-in gardener where he, and I quote, "I learned not only how to plant, but also how to design a garden, where to put a bamboo fence, how to organize rocks," Kojima said. He continues, "Also, one time I was stung by at least 10 bees all at once." Very important.
Who's a
And didn't-
live-in gardener?
He also
Means a
says
rich
that
person have the person live there to do their gardening.
he got lacquer poisoning and fell out of a tree once as well.
Lacquer.
What was he lacquering up a tree for?
Kojima says that these jobs helped him become the game designer he is today.
Like
which
lacquer,
explains...
huffing.
Well, that explains all of Death Stranding.
Yeah.
All right, Dan versus the world time.
Damn.
versus the world.
Dan, you got your glasses? Because it's time for us to play a little video music quiz game where I have 5 songs from video games past and video games future, in which Dan, representing Dan, takes on the world represented by Hayden, Floppy and Hayden.
Hayden and Hoppy.
So video game Christmas.
I'll play the first 5 seconds of the first song. These 2 teams will take it in turns for 5 turns in order to ask me questions to try and guess it and where it's from and all that. You get it, the picture. Anyway, here we go. Here's the first song. You may have heard it before. Whatever, I don't care. It's going to go for longer than 5 seconds because I love this song.
Really?
Why do you love it? Where did you first hear it?
What were you playing when you first heard it?
What is this? It's a jaunty tune.
You're a jaunty tune.
I'm just off to Mrs. Pubblecock's to get me a fence.
Oh.
Yeah, now we're rocking. Listen to this.
Now we're at least 8 years old.
Here we go. Now we step it up again here. Ready? You ready? Here it comes. Yeah! Anyway.
All right, now.
Question
Brayden's
number
left.
1. Question number 1, Dan.
What is the main protagonist in this game or something? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
The main protagonist is
What is it?
It's a redhead boy. I may have given it away. World?
Nino Cooney, Wrath of the White Witch.
No, it's Chrono Trigger. Dumbass.
Thanks for the point, Floppy.
Oh, look how salty Brayden is! Oh my goodness!
You knew that, didn't you, Brayden?
No, because as you said it, I went, oh Oh yeah, that could sound like that. And then
I was totally. I had that. I knew that's what it was.
No, that's Frog's theme from
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger.
I don't know who
'cause
Frog is. I've never played
It
Chrono
was
Trigger.
clearly not going to be because it was going to be one of these games because he said he loves it and he played it for so. He played that music for so long. It means it was
I
so.
really
close. I
thought that
thought
was
Chrono
Nino
Trigger
Kuni.
straight away, but I was
Why
going
didn't you
to
say-
narrow it down.
You could have said it, and I wouldn't look like
He's
an
only
idiot.
played Nino Kuni like one night, haven't you?
Yep.
You can love something in one night.
Not like. No.
Okay, so Dan, you're on 28 and the world's on 29.
Thanks, Floppy.
Sorry, Braden.
that's okay.
A silent, faulty feeling. A silent.
Question number 1, Dan.
This isn't my question, but was that the same song from the last episode?
No, it's not.
All right. All right. So, what kind of weapon would you have in this game as your main weapon or secondary weapon?
Would you like a longer
Jesus
question? or-
Christ, what weapon would you have? Your fists to start off with.
Fisto. Yep.
Alright.
Fisto.
Your fists to start off with.
All right.
World.
What's enemy types are you up against here?
Supernatural ones,
Okay.
without giving away too much. Question number 2. Dan.
Which one in the franchise? What is? Oh man, I should have read those. I had a whole bunch of good questions to ask this, and I forgot them again. What is the developer?
Are you sure you want to answer that?
Oh no!
Do it because I'm pretty sure I'm going to know what it is if you answer that.
Well, we all know it's a gear game, but I'm just trying to think of which one. Oh, I might be wrong. Am I wrong?
Or I-
Yes,
Or am
you're
I
wrong. You're wrong. Question number 2.
Braden.
Yes, go for a floppy.
Oh wow!
Don't.
I
Now,
got it.
remember what happened last time, Floppy?
Is it Death Stranding?
Yes, it's Death.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm okay. Ooh, thank you.
Oh yeah, I know that song. That was very similar to the other one. Like,
know.
was it Quiet's theme?
Yeah, it was Quiet's name. All right, here we go. Song number 3.
I thought we had 3.
I also love this song more than anything.
How much do you love it?
Oh,
Probably as much as my life as Nino Kuni.
I've heard it. I just don't know what it's from.
so good. So good. Oh. All right. Question number 1.
Good one, Braden. He had his mic muted.
Question number 1.
What is the console it is on?
The Wii.
The Wii?
Wii. World. Question number 1.
What would you say is the defining feature of the main character?
Oh gosh. In every game bar this one and the latest one, he's left-handed.
What? Is that real?
Yep.
You know that?
Yep.
I didn't know Mario.
Dan, question number 2.
That's it? He's left-handed.
Yep.
We ask what kind of genre it is?
No, they haven't.
Kind of game? Yeah. What's that?
It's an adventure RPG. World.
You got any ideas or?
Yes,
Yeah,
but you know,
me too.
I've been wrong before.
Do you want me to be wrong this time?
Do you know what it is?
I'm
I have an idea of what I'm.
We've
So
still
do-
got 3 questions.
Yeah,
Why don't
go-
you narrow
narrow
it
it down.
down?
There's
Live
birds in it.
Yes, there's birds in it.
Are they angry? No, that's not my question.
No, but they're rather lofty.
Are they flappy?
I just gave him the biggest hint, but
I
he was too busy
know.
making a bad joke to hear it.
I don't know the game. I don't know what even that. I heard what you said. I don't know what it is. What did you say?
I said they were lofty
I don't know.
with all their wings.
Who made it?
Nintendo, because it was on the Wii.
Oh, that's right. Nintendo doesn't
Alright,
make any.
Floppy, do you want to redeem yourself?
no, go for it, man. I'll redeem myself with the last one.
Is it The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword?
Yes.
You really had me worried for a
No
second
idea.
there.
It was that or the combat training one.
Oh, I
Link's
should have
crossbow.
done Link's crossbow.
Oh.
So yeah, he was right-handed in this because people
of the
need to do the motion
motion
controls, and then I think he's also right-handed in Breath of the Wild.
I wonder why they made him left-handed and everything else.
I think just pixels.
Shits and giggles.
I would like to thank the Patreons.
Good.
Thank you,
I like them as well.
So do I.
How do you feel about the Patreons, Floppy?
Cool, guys.
I also enjoy Patreons and the money that they give us in order to produce this fine show. Who are the people who give us money?
Thank you to Sam Beard, thank you to Todd Randall, thank you to Tommaso, thank you to Michael Town, thank you to Karen Knight, thank you to Ash Knight, thank you to Dylan Stevens, thank you to Carlin Budd, and thank you to Game Boy Dad. You are our top tier Patreons. We love you so much. If you'd like to help us over on Patreon, if you'd like to see, you like what you've seen tonight, head over there. Throw us some bucks. If you can't, don't worry. Just watch us free on Twitch or VOD on YouTube.
And we've got Dino More coming back for all our Patreons. Woo! That's right. Patreon exclusive show coming really, really soon. So head on over to patreon.com/hackthedino, sign up, and you can get exclusive content like this. Jesus.
That was piercing.
I'm glad we're going to hear that 3 times this next 2
Do you
weeks.
want to see my exclusive content?
No, but I'd like to hear what else you've got pluggable-wise.
Oh, pluggable. You can shoot over to Instagram. Check us out at Floppy Plays Games. Have a look at some of the things that I purchase, I own, I play sometimes, occasionally finish, and just stuff I like because it's cool.
Dan, you got anything to plug?
If you like horror movies and stuff like that, please head over to Terrorvision Horror Podcast, which is me and Jennifer the Batman Strand, talking about horror films. It's an audio one, so we're on, all the major podcasting services. Just search for Terrorvision Horror Podcast, and you'll find us. We also have a YouTube channel and a Instagram, and we've got an email. And that's it. So if you like horror, check it out. It's heaps good. It's weekly. Every Tuesday it goes up.
Braden.
Yeah, if you like movies that aren't horror movies, but also sometimes horror movies, but also not so much, if you want to keep up to date with the latest movie news, especially with movies coming back to theaters soon, fingers crossed, hopefully, we're wondering what's going on, you can go and check out Millennial Movie Talk, or MMT, where myself and 3 of my mates, we all catch up and we talk about the latest and greatest in movie news and what we've been watching.
And if you like retro, I do a thing where I talk about retro things with other people, like Dean Rankin, who's the artist on the Simpsons comics. He was a good time, and you can listen to that by searching Retro Trigger and all the other words that come alongside Retro Trigger, like
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that one. Do that. Anyway, we've been Hack the Dino. This has been our Critical Path and our news show. You can catch us on youtube.com/hackthedino. Please leave a comment. Please leave a little thumb up thingy and subscribe and like and share with your friends and help us get that algorithm working for us because it's being very naughty. You can head on over to twitch.tv/hackthedino and follow us there. It doesn't cost you anything. Absolutely free, 100%. All you have to do is press the follow button to be notified when we go live because all of our live recordings are happening there now, baby. And if you don't like our faces, cool, completely understand. I get it. I hear it a lot. You can go to SoundCloud and you can go to Spotify and you can go to iTunes and you can just listen to us because one thing we do really, really well is words. So words are our thing. And if you like words as much as we like words, then our words are going to like your words.
Thank you very much.
Words.
Braden, please.